Hey there, everybody in Mind Body community. It's Dr. Kim. I wanted to share this perspective about what's going on right now. We're at the beginning of 2019, immensely intense energies. And I was sharing this perspective with a friend this morning on the phone, and she's like, oh my God, that was so well put. That exactly nails my understanding of what's happening for me. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll make a video because it kind of the insight I had was it's a useful kind of analogy. And that is that with this time and what we're ushering in a new consciousness, a higher awareness. We're dumping all the old limiting beliefs about ourselves, like I'm limited, it's impossible, or what I can or can't do, or how my body works, or even just how the world works, that we're separate and we just got to each fend for ourselves, and money doesn't come easy, and life is hard, blah, 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 blah. So we're really releasing at a very, very core level the last layers of all of these things. But it's going to be really intense. And it will, in some ways, feel like the hardest thing you've ever been through, the hardest thing you've ever been through in your life. And you will also feel like you're more resourced than you ever have been in your life. Like, you've got more insight, more awareness, more support, more like whatever resources or just your inner strength that you've developed over years and years of kind of training and becoming more conscious, becoming more aware, becoming more present to your body, that this is when it matters. And this is the moment that it's all been for. So the analogy I shared with my friend is it's kind of like if you're in labor delivering a baby and you're having contractions for like hours and hours, and you go through a contraction and you make it through and you're like, oh, okay, I did okay, that was good. And then the contraction comes again, you're like, whoa, this is super intense, oh my gosh. You learn breathing, maybe you get a little bit more present each time and you're like, oh, okay, that's over, it's good, all right, is it gonna come back, is it not gonna come back, am I okay? And with each subsequent contraction, yes, something is happening. You're birthing a baby, it's coming through. But this is the moment where the baby is actually being birthed. This is the moment we've been waiting for. This is the moment we've been practicing for. This is the moment that all of those contractions have been preparing us for, to let the baby release into the world, to let the new life of who you are, who you're emerging into, the freedom, the abundance, the serenity, the ease, the connection, all of, the great awakening for decades and decades and decades that we've been kind of hearing about or learning about is now where we're at. This is what's happening right now. And so if you feel like this is the most intense moment of your life, hey, it is. But look for that space where you are aware that you have everything you need. It still might be really hard, but it will be, like I know for a lot of people I've worked with and for myself personally, it's been unthinkably hard, but also, I am able to watch it and see it and have awareness of like, okay, I know what's going on, so it's okay. So I'm actually okay in the space of this massive upheaval, or resourced beyond what I've ever been before in the space of this massive upheaval. So see if you can look for that space of like, even though this is like super hard, I know how to ground myself like I never did before. And so I feel grounded in this experience. Or whatever tools and techniques you've learned, if you've participated in the instant elevation, it's like that's really where anything you've practiced, just find that one thing that really anchors you into presence. That will allow this to move through so much more fluidly enough that you birth the baby, that you emerge into your new life, that you become whole. So I'm sending so much love and compassion for all of us at this time. Sometimes just knowing what we're going through in this shift, like, whoa, okay, that's why it feels so intense right now, can help a ton and release resistance. All right, I'm at drkimd.com. If you'd like more in mind body medicine, certainly subscribe and I will continue to share. Lots of love.